Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live with the Mandem Talk. We're here live and kicking Wednesday. You know the score, people. Mandem Talk's always here. We might be later than usual, but listen, that's because of these man, you know what I'm saying? The man that I'm not upset that are not here, they're the reason why we're late, people. So you know who the individuals are. You know them ones. But we got Tyrone in the building. Tyrone, what are you saying, bro? Everything blessed?
Man. Yeah, big up as always. You made it back just in time, kind of. So I couldn't be here last week. Obviously, you know what it's like with work. But big up Rants as always. Big up Saeed. Make sure you like the video, people. Big up everyone inside. The last stream, obviously, I was on 2 weeks ago. I said, look, if we lose to Brentford, my man's getting sacked. Did we lose to Brentford? No, we didn't. So the show rocks on, baby.
Brother, this guy, man. Fair play, fair play. Listen, we won. Rance, what are you saying, broski? Come on,
I'm good, bro. You know what I mean? Ty, have some shame, though, bro.
Nah, man. No shame, man. No shame. Consistent. You know, Rance, I said if we lose to Brentford, I'm coming on there today and the big announcement was going to be there, but we didn't lose.
Yeah, but brother, you can't just be teetering on the edge of Ten Hag out every week, blood. It's unbecoming, bro. You get me?
Right, you see me, I live a dangerous life. I don't want to just walk on the farm and chill. I'll walk on the edge.
This is crazy, man. It's crazy. This is crazy work, I'll be honest.
Man said he walks on the edge, you know, it's crazy. Now, the thing is to me,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, the thing was to me, you said 10 games in it. I don't know if you said 10 games or Marcel said 10 games in it, but bro, you did say you know, in terms of 4 out of 6 or something like that. So I don't know. I can't keep up, you know. What is 4 out of 6? Is it this out of that game? I don't know. I don't know when it becomes a crisis for you. I'll be honest with Tyrone. I don't know when. It will come down to you one day. You'll be on there and say, yo, I'm done. I hang. Like, that's what I'm waiting for. So for me,
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. Like,
no, you don't want to, of course not.
To win games. Yeah, of course not. Obviously, we all want Man United to win games. I want Man United to win games. I don't want to say that I want this manager gone. At the end of the day, once it gets to that point, it's done. Then I'll be like, yeah, it's over. But I said 4 and 6. Since then, we've lost to Spurs and we've drawn with Villa. We've beaten Brentford. Now we've got, you know, West Ham away and we've got Chelsea coming up. And I can't remember our other league game. Maybe Leicester at home. I think maybe something like that. I believe it is. At the end of the day, we've got to get on a run now. Like the truth is, look, Man United won on the weekend. We made it hard for ourselves. Again, we went behind 1-0. I don't care about the lit situation. You still got other players that can defend a set piece. No excuses. And then we come back and we fought back. Højlund, actually, you know, I'm not the biggest Højlund fan, but he's come back with a bit of energy and he's given us a bit more something at the moment and hope that stays consistent because I don't think any player at Man United has been consistent. But we needed to win that. I think that was a must-win game against the Brentford team that just, even with Mbeumo on the pitch, it didn't really give us a lot of trouble. So, look, I'm not going to say we was amazing. I don't think Brentford actually gave us a lot of trouble when a lot of other teams will. And we'll see. We've got Fenerbahce away, hostile, Mourinho, and then we've got West Ham who, let's be real, with the signings they've had, they've probably been the most disappointing team this season.
Yes.
I like West Ham. But Lopetegui, I don't like, funny enough. And I think they should have sacked him and got Graham Potter in already. I think just get someone that can play football. But, you know, it'll be typical that West Ham are thinking, right, we've just lost to Tottenham. We need to bounce back. Bowen's getting a bit of form. Kudus is out, which helps us. But we need to go there and win because they're not in great form right now. So, look, I'm happy we won. I want this manager to succeed. I said he'd be sacked if I wanted him gone if we lost. We didn't lose. And now I want us to go on a run and win games. I said it simple as this. I don't want to be winning one game, then losing, then drawing. I want us to win 3, 4, 5 games in a row and show some signs of consistency. And look, we've beaten Brentford. Let's see what happens tomorrow and Sunday. But I'm happy, man, because, you know, I think go 1-0 down, it was probably you're feeling it in the crowd. It was like, nah, if we lose this, it's over. But the players fought back, got the crowd involved, and look, they've got to go on now. Like, it can't be me here next week and we've drawn to Fenerbahce and lost to West Ham. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. Big up to Leon in the building as well. Big up to Musa who's in the building as well.
Big up, Mandem.
Musa's is happy, you get, because boy Xavi's been linked with a job. Big up to Musa. You know that was there, bro. But yeah, we've been linked with Xavi. And what are you man saying to Xavi? There was this guy here who made a kind of a list here about why it would be an ideal choice for Man United. He said he implemented his clear style of play in his first game, took Barca from 9th to 2nd place, replacing Koeman in the middle of the season. Gave us our first wins against Real Madrid 4-0 and Atletico Madrid 4-2 in his first attempt in La Liga. We hadn't beaten them in 2 years. Maximized potential. Aubameyang fell out with Arsenal. Xavi turned him to a world-class goal scorer again. Adam Traore, Luke, and Dani Alves were all big contributors. Won the league against Ancelotti. Real Madrid in his first full season, breaking defensive records on the way. Won the Super Copa in his first full season against Real Madrid in the final. Caribbean refereeing was the main reason for the group death Inter Milan and Bayern Munich could have gone through. One red card away from beating PSG over 2 games last season. This with 60, 70-year-olds in the starting lineups. He did beat them away from home. Out of nowhere, he gave us a huge talent in Fermin Lopez when no one expected to play for the first
movie settings.
He scored from the most goals out of all the players. Bonus, very defensive in Barca, getting likes of Koundé, Rafinha, Lewandowski, and so on. He explained his project. Bonus, 100% win record against Simeone. Xavi at the time is the most important in recent history. He's truly brought back Barcelona. That's
Saeed's
a fair
excited,
go.
innit? Saeed's gassed.
No, but he's broke it down. And when you look at it, like, a lot of people understate his time at Barcelona, you know, when you break it down like that, like, would you, man, like, obviously, Musa, you're the first person.
A lot of people look at the ending side rather than what they've done in their body of work. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. That's natural, though. That's natural in life, bro. You never realize the guy before the guy until the next guy comes in. Do you know what I'm saying? You never see that. It's the same with Chelsea with Claudio, bro. Like, people don't talk about what Ranieri did before Jose came in. No one talks about that. Do you know what I'm saying? But when you look at where Claudio got Chelsea were ready to win the league. He was the guy that kind of was the bridge, and then Jose came in and got all the plaudits. But you look at the football that they were playing before, the players that were signed and where they finished, like it was the perfect thing. But he doesn't really get the credit for that. So that's how football works, isn't it?
Yeah, and come to the end of his reign, they were doing U-turns about keeping him, but he was stern. Yeah, he was stern on the direction that he believed the club needed to go to kind of compete, especially with Madrid and the type of signings that they were making. And the club weren't really trying to make those hard decisions that he was calling for. They were trying to pull levers, but they weren't really prepared to make the decisions that he wanted to make. And one of them was like saying goodbye to De Jong and them type of man and keeping it moving. So he was firm on what he wanted to do. You know what I'm trying to say, regardless of how much these players cost the club. And I think he's going to have a similar input with United. I think he's going to want ball-playing players. He's going to be clear on the club that you can't force him to do a certain thing. And with a manager like Xavi, I would then know if Anthony can play football, if Anthony can't play football. That's when
he'll play in that system. I'll be real. He'll play.
Yeah. That's when I'll find out, can this youth play football? Then we'll start finding out about who's really a baller, who's not. Because when I look at Xavi and I look at people like Alonso and these type of managers, and I look at they're from a certain generation of midfielder who's coming into management and kind of understands how they want to play the game and the direction. And just look at Qatar, man. Qatar was balling out there in the Arabian world. I know. He had them out there just balling out. You know what I'm trying to say? So I just feel like for where we are, not trying to win the league today or tomorrow, you know what I mean? Just trying to compete and play an attractive style of football with youngsters, and to also allow the players that do come in to have a development stage within their career and be able to develop. Then for me, it's ideal, because if we're trying to talk about managers like Alonso, we can't get Alonso. Then I look at Xavi as a manager in a similar ilk. And could he perform the heroics that Alonso's performed in Germany with a team, with a back-in, and allowed to play his football and do something similar to Alonso? I think he could, man. So
you want a harder league, bro?
Quickly. I might be being dumb. Can Xavi speak English?
Yeah,
fluent.
Of course he can.
Yeah,
fluent.
Have you seen Ten Hag, bro?
Have you seen him? Have you not seen him on that show with Henri, Micah, and that the Champions League?
Yeah, I remember.
My memory would have been.
Go him on that one there. Yeah, watch him.
Okay, so he's clean, yeah. He's clean, yeah.
Clean, bro.
Okay,
clean.
Cool. Yeah,
telling you, he's clean. And listen, you'll get comments like this here. Xavi couldn't even beat Ten Hag, but what Ten Hag beat Guardiola. So would you say Ten Hag's better manager than Guardiola?
Plus as
So
well,
we
yeah.
don't hear
You don't
guys,
need
man.
to. It's not about the English as well. It's about what you're good at tactically and managing everything. Really,
Yeah.
let's be real.
Yeah,
You can speak no English.
I mean, you can be good tactically. This is my caveat to that. You can be good tactically, which I think Xavi's got the brains to 100% be like that. It's about can you deliver then your message across? Because one of my biggest gripes about Ten Hag is that his English, I think, is the way he delivers stuff is broken.
You know why Ten Hag?
But the thing is, though, if you got a good mindset, you're going to come and learn the language where you're at, and also your translators to help that. Like you can't.
The thing about language,
you can't replace the personality. Do you know what I mean? Like
the thing with language is not just about what you say; it's your personality,
exactly,
and your body language,
bro, non-verbals, bro, which is
non-verbals,
which is most of
your
how
tone,
human beings,
your body language, all of that. Do you know what I mean?
Communicate.
And the body language of Eric Ten Hag. If Eric Ten Hag was whining to a slow dance tune, you might think it's jungle that he's dancing to. You might not even know. If there's no sound on, you might even think he's moving to jungle, bro. And then when they tell you that, it was a one slow dance, you'll be like, for real?
No, Musa. It's that one guy at Carnival. You see that one guy at Carnival dancing off beat and that with a beard with a red stripe in his hand.
Off beat. My man's fully off beat.
Musa, you're funny, man. You're too funny.
You got to adapt, though, innit? When it's a slow down music, you got to, you
gotta just chill out and keep it simple.
Check Saeed. Man said you got to adapt to the slow drums, you know. You're moving mad.
No, you got to, adapt to the certain different music. With Ten Hag, you don't really adapt to it. You know what I'm saying? He just dances the same way. He's probably doing that.
He's still doing that to the slow jam.
But he's one of them guys that just rock his head a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's mad.
Brother.
To me, bro, what I like about Xavi though, did he not kick Piqué out of the team? Like his own boy.
I think so.
Did he not have beef with him? And he ended up like dropping him and that, bro. They had beef. I'm sure they had beef.
I think it was him that done that. I think he made some.
Bro, we need that sort of manager to come and do that. You feel me?
But if you can't play the game, you can't play the game. You can't tell Xavi there's another way to do it. Them man there played the game at the highest level, man, in the serious midfield.
Bro, 100%.
You know what though? If he did, hypothetically, let's just say it got to January, February, and Xavi was the one that came in. Like Musa said, because this team we all know is not ready to win the league yet, then as fans and as the board as well as a collective, we've got to be willing to then be patient, because this is not a manager I expect to come in and say in 3 months, oh my God, he's absolutely tearing up. I think there'll be improvement straight away where you'll see like, okay, this is what we're trying to do. But I want the club to be patient with someone like Xavi, because I feel like he would be the manager that in 3-4 years' time, you would definitely reap the rewards. I don't think he's a manager that would regress. I actually feel like he's a manager that once he gets his implemented style, he gets signings in that suited football. You're kind of only going to be on that trajectory. So please just be patient if that was the situation.
Yeah, he's a manager that can grow with in it.
Exactly.
He's already got so much potential in it. It's like I don't think that he's a coach that, even if he does have a ceiling, like he hasn't reached it yet. You know that one. Like he's one of them coaches that he hasn't reached his ceiling.
Even though he's won a league.
Even though he's won a league, he can be an elite coach, but he's not one yet. But like his trajectory, he's still relatively unknown, but he's already done a lot more than a lot of men do in their first job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And he wants a Champions League. That man there's trying to win Champions League and stuff like that.
Right.
He knows what it's about.
Do you think if we flip it, if you're Xavi and you're analysing the situation right now, and I know we're big Manchester United, look, most people will bite their hands off to manage Man United. Do you think he would be like, I want to come here with the way we are?
100%.
I think a group of young players, I feel like he can show, like we only need someone who does, like, I'm seeing enough for Maresca right now to see why Chelsea invest in that project. Saying he can go on to be levels, but how can he show in 3 months what we've not seen in 3 years? So, do you know what I mean? We need to, and I feel like the players, I feel like tactically he'll be a good manager. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially like we need huge development in the midfield. I'm not saying just because of midfielder, but he obviously he can see things that other people can't in a way, that kind of manager. Because in boxing, they say he coaches like your third eye. You need a coach that's intelligent to be able to
one of the best midfielders of all time. If you can't see this midfield, then boy, you know what I mean?
No, but also look at the way he had the man kicking ball in Qatar, bro. One thing about him, is he's gonna put a structure in place. He's gonna have a clear style, and he'll have a chip on his shoulder, blood, because he went out like Denzel in training day, blood, at Barca, blood. Them man fucked him. You know what I was there, bro? Them man fucked him, bro. Like that, bro. He's a legend, he might be the longest serving captain of the club. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the guy is, bruv, he's there, Roy Keane, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And them man done him crazy. Like, when you think what he's done for the football club, they done him so dirty. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things.
Wages, didn't he? He reduced his wages, didn't he?
Bro, he did everything to.
That's his club, isn't it? He loves
did
the
everything
club
to accommodate the club, yeah. But it's one of those things, yeah, where he'll want to go out and prove that they fucked up. So he's got a chip on his shoulder, innit? So I think that the fact that he's not going to cost money, the fact that he's already got a championship, man can't say, but what is he won? Because that's the stupid argument that they do for Maresca and they did for all these other managers. There's so many things that are taken off the table with him. I think that this is so close to a common sense appointment. I don't trust INEOS to make it.
I know. Omar Barada links, though. The Omar Barada links are quite maybe.
Fair enough, because Barada is cool.
Yeah,
you know
the Barada links. And even there, Minutes.
I was going to say, when he said he's not going to cost money, do you mean he's not going to cost a lot, or is it just his contract?
Bro, he's not working.
Oh, he's not working. He just comes straight in, and even that, I don't see him coaching again in Spain like that. The comment that Minutes said, and you see United is the equivalent of Barcelona, and also for him to get another job after Barca and walk into United, these men there always take on challenges. They've done that their whole careers. He believes in himself that he can go in there, and also just knowing that someone say, I don't know if they'll keep Ruud on or not, but I think knowing that there's someone like Ruud in there as well, who's also wanted to win. Yeah, he's wanted to win his whole career. He understands the league. He played in the league. He's got
a personal touch with the players.
Yeah, he's got a personal touch. It's game, set, and match. How can you come into training?
They're two fucking top players, bro. You know
that's what I was about to say. How can you come into training and your managers are flipping Ruud and Xavi and taking a piss out of my life?
And they're from an era when ball was proper ball. So they're no bullshit here. You know what I mean?
And they're two of the best to do what they did in their respective positions, bro. Like you get a lot of respect from that. Do you know what I'm saying? And respect goes a long way.
And also the intelligence as well, man. You can't be like these man just giving a little sprinkle of their knowledge and intelligence on the pitch will make a huge difference to this team right now. Do you know what I mean? 100%. Like you can even see the way we attack. Like there's only certain players. There's no coincidence why when people like Ericsson and I think Zertsky and people play, there's a better standard of technical. Even
no one's got chat though. No one's got a chat.
You know what it is, Musa? They know how to move on. Like certain men are so done with the movement on the pitch, it's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but no one's got chat as well. Like someone like Bruno might think he's got chat for Ten Hag about what he should be doing in the middle of the park. He might think he's got a little say so and like, nah, that was the best. Brother, you ain't got no chat for Xavi. Don't tell him anything about the middle of the park.
He couldn't dream. He couldn't dream, bruv. You know that one.
You ain't got no chat for him.
The GA conversation ain't gonna work, innit?
And you can tell the respect's not there.
What was Ten Hag as a football? What was his level in that?
Brother, you not seen the videos going around?
Ten Hag playing ball.
Yeah, put one up.
Ten Hag's thing is class, bro. Like, brother, his dad paid the coach to get him on the pitch.
One of them, man, there. Their dad's the coach, and you're thinking, how's he playing?
It's one of them ones where
manager's son in that.
You know the ones where his dad was said to the manager, "Yeah, I'll make a charitable donation." And you know what I mean? Brown envelope and that. The original brown envelope in that football, bro.
Early destroyer and that is crazy, man.
That is awful player, bro.
Man said he had the mitre boots on. You know the mitre boots and that.
Them man, they were dangerous. Them man, they had to stay far away from them.
Man couldn't even tie the tongue down.
The Diadoras as well.
Man, they were scary, man.
Man had the 6 studs on the firm ground and that. You know them, man. Man had the 6 studs, boy, on the firm ground, bro. The studs weren't even going into the pitch. Them man, the ice skate on the pitch, bro.
Dangerous, man.
Yeah, real hatchet, man, you know. No traction, you know.
Dangerous,
you know they run like referees on that mad thing. I'm done. You know what I mean?
All right. Man, that's dangerous.
Crazy.
Man's running like a linesman in that.
All right, you see them, man, even when they're on your team, you wearing them, even if they're on your team, they can still come in and catch you.
Because if you're going in for the same ball, you just have
to pass the ball to them in a safe space, a little 1-2 to make them feel involved.
Yeah, or if you're trying to win a ball together, like, and he's trying to win the ball, you're trying to win.
You just say, yo, bro, when man says my ball, you're like, say less.
any man that's got the high shorts and the high socks, watch out for them, man. There, do you know what I
mean? I think Jurgen Klopp was similar. What was Jurgen Klopp? Because I see some mad videos of Klopp as well.
Ten Hag is one of
tall, lanky.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
You know what, though? We know though the best footballers don't always make the best managers. You get me? Sometimes
that is true as well. That is true as well.
Can do a little 2 kick-ups though. Ten Hag's thing is mad.
Well, Ten Hag's leader though. That's the problem.
Zidane came and threw all of that in the bin when they started saying the best football.
Yo, it's true. And
Ancelotti was cold as well. And Pep was good as well.
Pep was funny.
This argument, it's only Fergie's boys. Let's be honest. Like that's only the reason why this argument came in.
No, but the reason why Fergie's boys got twanged because Fergie was a great manager, but all the stuff he was great at, he can't teach it. You know what I mean? So all these men thought, fuck it. Do you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna be disciplinarians like Fergie, and that's gonna do it. Nah, bro. You know them ones there. That's it. Rooney's talking about culture, bro. You man, bro. Rooney's teams get slapped 3-4-0 on a regular. You know what I mean? So where's the culture? Where's the culture, bro? He's got a culture of failure, blood. As a manager, he's been sacked everywhere he's been, and he's been slapped everywhere he's been. Do you know what I'm saying? So he didn't learn a damn thing.
Yeah, Gary Neville, Valencia got told, yo, listen, 7-0. You see, when he went to his boss, they went to his boss and started heckling his boss and that. Steve Bruce, I think he's at Blackpool now, bro. I think he's doing all right.
I didn't know he was still managing, my bro.
Yeah, Steve Bruce at Blackpool.
Mark Hughes was all right. He was the only one. He stayed at his level. Mark Hughes.
Mark Hughes, but then he's now, I don't know where he is.
He got sacked from City, then he was at Blackburn. He must have retired. He can't be coaching.
He went to Bradford last, I heard.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even know them man are still working, like that.
Yeah. But he's a Mourinho disciple, though. I wouldn't say he's a Fergie disciple. He's a more Mourinho.
He's not a Fergie disciple. He's seen enough coaches. Yeah, it's those players that didn't experience many coaches, only Fergie. They're the ones that's done for.
Yeah.
And that had more than one coach. Yeah, they learn a bit. They learn a bit.
Big up to Killis says here. I don't know what's coming up. Big up panel. Eric Ten Hag be like, I whine now, yes. This is jungle, yes. I won 2 trophies, Big up everybody. Let's hope if Xavi comes in, the fan base doesn't turn him like Arsenal did on Emery, asking fun of his English and all of that.
No, Xavi's English is better than Unai.
Exactly, yeah. Xavi's English is better. 100%.
Xavi's gonna come in like Pep's English was Pep's English, isn't it? Like, people are going like it was not the best.
Pep's a fucking menace, blood. With
he's a menace.
Yeah.
There's free. I feel like there's 3 options now, Mandem. If they do sack Ten Hag, is Uli Hoeneß, who I don't know if you man seen Tyrone. Yesterday.
No, he's the coldest, but he'll cost money, bro.
It'll cost money.
Where's the manager now?
Beat Juve last night.
Yeah. Or they, which I don't believe possible. I don't think for me we're getting him is the Inzaghi one, which everyone keeps saying. Like there was some fake reports last night saying he's accepted the move. He ain't accepted no move, man. He's chilling.
I don't think he comes. I know a few Inter fans are getting a bit restless with him. If I'm honest,
I want Xavi.
Had a bit of a weird start to the season. They're now starting to find their groove. But Lautaro hadn't scored he scored 1 in 20 games.
He's a bomb anyway, man.
I don't rate Lautaro, but
I don't mind Xavi and like a serious midfielder. Like I will try to get that kid out of Real Madrid, the Turkish kid. He's a bad boy.
Arda Güler. Do you see Juventus their Twitter page? Got hacked.
Yeah, they're moving mad. But
did you man see their Twitter page?
Yeah, I saw that.
Bro, did you not see it? They got hacked, and they basically tweeted on the English page. Said, "Yo, welcome Arda Güler to basically Juventus." Did you not see it?
They got the other Turkish kid there.
All right, let me show you right now. I don't know.
Yildiz, isn't it?
They got Yildiz. Yeah,
he's bad boy, but Arda Güler, if we got him to replace Bruno in that 10 man, then
he needs to leave though, man.
He needs to. He's a bad boy.
Oh, they deleted it. They deleted it.
Yeah, they deleted it.
You know what I find mad? Because obviously Bellingham, and this is no disrespect to Bellingham, Bellingham's a good player, but he's not my cup of tea in that role. That's not my type of player. When I look at Güler, if you said to me, right, Osman are building a team, you got to pick Bellingham or Güler in the 10. I'm picking Güler all day.
Listen, bro, Bellingham's a lumberjack with his brick foot, blood. He's dead.
Yeah.
You know what?
Buying that kind of player is a detriment to United.
They've invested a lot in it.
Bruce is right though. The fact that like Bellingham's going to be at Madrid so Güler's going to not be able to play in his position. You might as well just look to move in the next.
Listen, bring him and let Xavi build that team with Güler flipping, Kobe in there, Ugarte. And just play some ball, my brother. Do something different.
Yeah.
Because that's 100%. The way we need, like someone like that with Diallo and other man around him, Zertsky. I'm telling you, man, that we start.
But you want to play though. The thing is though, the next manager, you want to have a style of midfielder that comes to you. So Uli Hernandez. I don't know if there's a player that apparently has been talked about a lot. I forgot his name. Is that Stuttgart? Is their number 10? I think.
Mamouche.
Is it? No, that's he plays for.
Oh, no, he's Frankfurt.
Frankfurt. There's a player, guys, in the chat that everybody's talking about from Stuttgart. That player comes into our club, it transforms our midfield to be a different style. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You've got Stiller, that's the one. Stiller.
Okay.
That's the one there. You see what I mean? So Xavi can attract maybe certain type of profiles that are good footballers.
Yeah.
Not road runners. Like Ugarte is not a good footballer, but he can offer you in a system to press up high at the pitch. This is where we're coming from now. It's like you've got to have a brain of who's like Ten Hag has not really brought that many good midfielders in of good quality.
The thing is with Ugarte can be your insurance, yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got like a good number 6, you put Ugarte in the pivot with him, and he can be the insurance man just in case I get caught on the ball. Ugarte can clean up. That's his job, innit?
Yeah.
And that is why when we never went and got my man that ended up going to Fulham, yeah, like the ideal situation would have been to have a playmaker and then have Ugarte next to them.
Yeah.
But if you go get a Sanderberg and then you have Ugarte just to screen and in the first phase you bypass Ugarte completely.
Because if you've got a front 5 that attack and play ball, and you want your back 5, so you want the back 4 and someone screening them, so that if you lose the ball, these man can cover up. Man's got pace, ability, and man that can win the ball back. Then your front 5 can just play ball, win you the game, and these men are just on straight clearing up for you. But the
balance is off now, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Now we're having to shoehorn Eriksen to try and do certain roles when he shouldn't be doing.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
This is what I'm trying to say, bro. The balance is all off right now, and this is where, for me, it's maybe they are looking at behind the scenes as to what side of football this club suits. Because right now with Ten Hag, with all due respect, bro, he's now gone back to the 4-4-2 time run, which for me it's like, you're only doing that now because it's like. That's your results.
Saeed, quickly. Did these men really fly out to Barcelona?
The guy that's reported is a hit and miss. Chris Wheeler, he does get things right, but that sort of report.
That's a serious thing to take place, you know.
Yeah, I know it is.
But I believe that they did fly out to Barcelona, but I don't believe they flew out to meet Xavi. I believe if anything, I believe that them man were out there anyway. And my man just linked up with man because Barada was at Barcelona anyway, so he's got business there. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be to meet Xavi. Maybe he didn't even meet Xavi while he was there. Maybe he was just out there anyway, and he's probably spoken to Xavi on the phone or spoken through his representatives. I don't believe it's as cut and dry as them man went there to see Xavi because, bro, one thing about Manchester United and INEOS is when they're making moves, no one knows. Like, you know, like that, like no one's got it right once about where they've been and what they've been doing and who's been there. Normally, when they go and meet someone, like we don't know, innit? So the fact that they were there, I don't believe it was for Xavi. I believe they were just there to be there, bruv, because something else was going on. I don't believe it's as cut and dry as that.
They're moving silence
because they said that they've spoken to Xavi multiple times, bro. So that means them going out there don't mean shit, bro, because they would have spoken to him.
If they've spoken to him though multiple times and then they've linked him. This tells us a few things about what's about to take place if Erik Ten Hag doesn't win.
Because it is
next couple of games.
It's an interesting summer, you know, Mandem, because bro, they could be leading this to the summer because he then has 1 year left on his contract. Don't you then have to give him a new contract at the end of the summer? If you are going to keep him.
Not staying. That's why I said he doesn't stay past this year. But to be honest with you, top structures always have a manager ready. You think that Man City don't know if Pep doesn't stay around, they don't know who they're going to get.
Yeah. And if they don't know, they've got 3 man on a short list.
On a short list, ready to pull the trigger.
I think they're giving him 1 more year, you know. I think Pep's going to say 1 more year for them to figure out who they want.
No, but they've got that. No, they've got the free short.
They'll still have the short list.
Because they need to need to protect their asset, which is the club. And I think Arsenal's the same. I don't think Arsenal's just sitting there thinking Arteta, if he was to leave, we don't know. They must have at least 2 to 3. And this is what Liverpool did. And Liverpool pulled their lever straight away. They just went and got their man like when they couldn't get Alonso.
Even it wasn't Spurs as well.
Spurs the same. And even Brighton. So Man United are putting themselves in that position to have 2 to 3 people on this shortlist that if Erik Ten Hag doesn't succeed, because what I believe is that they wanted Erik Ten Hag to see out this season with his players that he didn't have last year So he should be finishing top 4 because his complaint was I didn't have the players. This is why we were 6 or 7 points off the top 4. When I get my players back in the summer who were injured, plus the new squad players that we're buying in, it should be an easy top 4 finish. And I don't think
then
the
they
club
start
won.
their project. So you reckon that he thought they could? He thought that they. But my thing is, why the fuck did you think this guy could get us top 4, bro?
You know why though? Because last year he finished 7 points out of
blood.
But how many points was it off the top 4?
I don't think it's that.
My thing is this though, man. Look at it though. If you finish 6 points off the top 4 and you never had a solid back 4 all season, the whole fan base and everyone saying that your players were
as well.
If your players come back with 4 new signings,
you're thinking 2-3
you should be able to climb those 6 points.
But that's overlooking the inevitable improvement of your rivals as well.
Yeah, but they just thought based on his cup runs, he's got the capability and his first season to finish top 4. And I'll be honest with you, as much as 8 points, as much as I don't rate Ten Hag, I still think, with as crap as he is, that this team and these squad of players that he's got should finish in the top 4.
Oh yeah, it's a top 4 squad.
Yeah, and it might not be a pretty finish in the top 4.
We should be third, man, this season. That's why I said
we can fit in there with
we should be able to fit.
I said we should be able to fit.
Yeah, but Saeed, you said it the other day. We've never had more than, I think you said more than 4 games that we've won in a row.
Because I didn't expect a pretty top 4 finish. I just expected we slug it out. We have a couple games where we win 2 or 3 on a bounce, then we lose 2, then we win a couple, and then we slug it. We get top 4. He gets sacked. They start their project. We're in the Champions League. That's what I thought they thought, but I didn't think they were actually prepared for him to be this bad with all these injuries back and new players. That shocked them. I think that spun them. Like, what the heck?
I think, do you know what it is? I think they tried to risk saving money. That's what I genuinely think. Do you know what I mean? And now I think they're maybe trying to do it with the Xavi thing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like Faz Saeed, you don't know more than me in it. If his contract goes through to January this year coming, 2025, do they save a bit of money? Can they get rid of him? Use that money to get? I just feel like they're trying to penny pinch these guys. That's why I don't trust them 100%.
I don't trust them, bro. Someone just put their INEOS, their Nice, they emptied their stadiums and that. I don't know if that's true or not. You get me, or whether fans are just disillusioned at the minute. But people are saying here, like, third is a joke. But that, if you were saying last year, right, in your third season that you're still struggling to finish in the top 4, then that means the manager is failing badly. Like, there should be a natural progression from where he started from 3 years ago to now in his third season. But then all of a sudden, Arne Slot comes in and wins 10 out of 11, looking like title contenders, but yet there was no expectation for him. He had no sign.
I know, but I slightly think with Arne Slot, even though he came in and I get it, it's a new manager, I had confidence that Liverpool would still do well this season because they've still got the foundation of the experienced players. You've got winners, right? I've done a video about Arsenal saying about lack of leaders. When you look at Liverpool and their leaders they've got and winners, right? You've got Salah, Alisson, Robertson, you've got Van Dijk in there, you've got Trent, and that's just 5 I've named. You've got McAllister, you can actually count as an experienced player in terms of he's won a World Cup and he started for Argentina. When Slot came in, right, I actually said that I think he's going to do very well. And the reason I say this is, right, is you look at them players I just named. Robertson's getting older now. He hasn't got the energy up and down. Van Dijk's getting a bit older now, but he relies on his positioning, which he's very good at. Trent's in his prime. Salah's getting older. The helter-skelter football that Klopp was playing, that was never going to be sustainable for like a long period with these guys getting older. If you wanted to keep that crop there. The fact that Slot's come in, kept a more possession basis, a bit more control, a bit more calm, that's sustainable more over 38 games because it's not like every game, you've got to be 100% energetic.
Yeah, but
because he's got them leaders and winners. I was like, okay, I think he's going to do well.
Can I rebuttal that?
Now, one second, real quick. So I'm going to link it to Leon's point. Then when I go to Ten Hag, I've already said, like, for me, before the season, I was like, no matter what happened last season, for me, it was 1-1 in seasons because he overachieved for me slightly in the first and he had a very poor second season. So the first season with INEOS coming in, they might have been looking at it instead of saying, right, we're not going to save money, but what's going on behind the scenes? Because you've seen an interview saying we want to sort out what's going on behind the scenes and whatnot. Okay, he's got his signings as well. So they're saying, right, let's give this manager a chance to see what he can do in his first season. I don't think it's saving money. I think they're looking at what Ten Hag's body of work was before it come to United, what he done in his first season, then second season, and saying, no, clearly, like I said, this is the
you're saying the structure's not there. This is the missing piece for him.
I think Moose is kind of spot on in terms of I don't think they expected the start to be as bad, but they also did want to say, right, Ten Hag, have this season, and let's see if you can prove to us now, when we sort out the stuff behind the scene, what's going on as well, and combine it together and go from there. But it's just started off poorly. And now, obviously, we're winning games, losing games, drawing games, and we need to get a run going because otherwise it is going to be too late.
The problem we've got, though, is
I didn't even get a run going all 2024.
No, there's no run. The only run that we've had is a rubbish draws. There's never been a proper run in this. For me, they've risked it because they may want to save money by not doing manager. This is what I think in my head. But when they don't make top 4, they've lost even more. So for me, it's not.
But why would you spend all that money on these players coming in but not sack the manager for 12 million or
because
whatever?
I think they've invested in players that outlive the manager. They've bought the players they want. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if they didn't bring in one of them players, if you've got a manager that you really believe in, surely you'd think that the manager would outweigh one of them signings.
That's what I think they've risked. I think they've got it right. I don't think they needed to bring.
Do you think they thought about that and they went with a player instead of manager?
That's what I think personally, but I feel like they're going to look back. I've got a really bad feeling about Ugarte. I just think it's going to be a waste.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it at the moment.
Ugarte was not. We know that Ugarte wasn't a Ten Hag signing. Xerxes doesn't look like one either. So, they're club signings, and even I said Delit and Mazraoui are 2 players that no matter who the managers are, they've got 2 experienced Champions League level players. Same with Lenny Euro. Lenny Euro is a Champions League level footballer. So all 5 of the signings are manager proof. So I have no problem with this window. Like this window,
100%.
This window is one of the best windows that we've had in terms of profiles. I'm not talking about the names. I'm not talking about the names and the razzle dazzle like
what we needed for the squad
thing. I'm talking about what the squad needed in terms of raising the floor in the squad. I think it's been a good window. The only player that, do you know what I mean? Like I would have rather got a different profile is Ugarte. I don't believe that we needed Ugarte. We needed a first dictator, and we should have just kept Fred. Like the guy got rid of Fred, and you thought he wanted Ugarte. Like they're like the same player, but Fred's better.
I know. You know, going back to your comment there, Aaron, obviously big up Traps and Faz and Marcel just coming. I don't know why Marcel's thinking third was delusional this year. My thing is,
bro.
I'm gonna let you land. When you said third was capable last season when we were in 8th, you were talking about
what about win the first 5 games? Is that delusional?
Yeah, exactly. So we're not letting you decide what's delusional.
I thought fourth was the highest.
Can I say something back on all this, or am I just gonna take the jabs?
We argued this a month ago. These lot said third. I remember we was arguing. I mean, you said 4th, and we were comparing it to the teams.
My brother,
you would.
My brother,
Marcel, before you come in, I'm going to allow you to speak, Marcel. I swear to Allah, I'm going to allow you to speak. I just want to go back to the comment before when you said, Tyrone, about Liverpool. Under Jurgen Klopp, there were seasons where they were going out top 4. They were struggling for top 4. So it was, how is it mad for me to think that a manager who's coming into a different league, doesn't finish above United, or we go into third?
Bro, I think you're underestimating these players and the experience. We're talking about Van Dijk. Bro, Van Dijk here, one of the best centre backs in the world. Right, I know it's dipped a bit, but
I know, but they struggle to top 4.
Yeah,
they struggle.
You've got match winners, you've got game change, you've got experience. Bro, we don't have many of them. I'm sorry, but it makes a big difference.
I get that, but they have shown that they have struggled to get top 4.
But bro, I've just combined that with a new manager coming in. I said these players are aging, right? So they can't play this 100% energetic football that Klopp wanted 2 times a week. He's coming in and he's playing controlled, more disciplined football. It prolongs their career and it allows them to be that don't make no sense. When you're playing the energetic football, one step. That don't make no sense. It does make sense.
It makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't.
It
doesn't make no sense.
Let him finish it, Traps.
I know. This is what happens.
Let him finish it, bro. Well, go
on, Darren. Go on.
But what I'm saying is if you're trying to play a very energetic style of play 2 times a week, and these players have done it for years, by the way, on top of their body of work and getting older, it's hard.
With an aging squad, Ty's spot on.
Yeah, exactly. With an aging squad,
Mo Salah's legs aren't the legs he used to have. The same with
you see him,
the likes of Virgil and that. You're right.
This is the perfect example. You know when Salah used to do that kick and run and get past man?
He don't do it now.
He can't do that.
I noticed that on the weekend.
Conditioning and give and goals to do that. So what I'm saying, Saeed, is with Slot coming in, just making it more patient and more sustainable over 38 games, they can maintain these performances. Is what I'm saying.
They have the experience. They have the know-how.
Combined with experience and winners. I don't know what you can come back to that site, but I think I'm spitting.
I think a lot of that goes onto the coach, though. That's his intelligence.
That's my overarching point is that when you look at it, in our 3rd season, we should be here, but the manager's not made us here. That's my overarching point, basically. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But you're saying it's
I'm linking it. With the window we've had, we maybe could have got different profile of players in, but I'm talking combining the manager of what he's brought in his football with the players he's already got at Liverpool, which these guys are. These guys are talking
winners,
one of the best in their positions in the world at one point, and they're still very good now. They're just not the same because their legs, like Rand said, is regressing slightly. So he's converted his football into their way, and now he's seeing Salah, Van Dijk, Trent, Robertson. I thought his legs were done 18 months ago. He's still looking all right now because they've reserved the way they're playing. You've got to do sometimes.
Because he ain't got to get forward in this new system, especially with the mid block. Him and Trent aren't overlapping anymore, and it has saved them. It's definitely saved them structurally. This Liverpool team I've been very impressed by them. I think they're going to win the league.
Yeah,
I think they're going to win the league as long as they don't get any crazy injuries. I think their defense will get them over the line.
Yeah, they can keep that Gravenberch midfield because the way he.
Yeah, if he gets injured, it messes up everything.
Yeah, because Endo doesn't beat the press.
But then again, I think that I reckon he could even use McAllister there as an emergency, and they could still get 3 games. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Can I just say, you man are saying Liverpool, this, that, the other experience. So who did Villa have to come forth?
This is what I was going to say.
And how come Villa gained 7 points from the season before and pushed themselves into top 4 position?
7 points a lot, fans.
They can change.
No, it's not a lot. No. 7 points. Right. Hold on. 7 points is not a lot when you look at the grand scheme of things, right? It's not a lot. But how did they manage to compete with Chelsea, Spurs, Newcastle, and manage to secure that top 4 spot? Because you look at monetary, squad depth, games. Everybody has to play everyone anyways. Yeah, and the season before, when Aston Villa came 7th, they just about made into freaking Conference League, so they still had midweek games. And then the season after that, they ended up 4th. How do you squeeze that out? How do you justify that?
In what sense? They improved their squad and they've got a very good manager.
Are you saying the manager?
No, because Marcel said. So the point I'm trying to make is Marcel said 3rd is delusional. You know what I'm saying? But it isn't delusional though, is it? Because
you're saying they made up 7 points. Why can't we make up 7 points?
Yeah. Right. That's basically what I was wanting Ty or Marcel to basically say that. But yeah, how can they squeeze more out of their squad with the little resources that they have and the monetary resources that they have, and squeeze out 2 more wins than 2022 season and 7 more points? 2 more wins and a draw, basically, which gives you 7 points, and they've done that. And it's competence. It is base level competence. I will never ever let anyone, and I will not let you slide away by saying it's your opinion. I will not let you slide away by saying, oh, it's delusional to think Manchester United have to come 3rd. It's surface level talk to say Man United spent a lot of money, blah blah blah. It is actually very surface level. The fact is, the manager has his own players who he doesn't need to teach anything. You see slight tweaks that he makes to the team. You look at a different Bruno in the Brentford game. Slight tweaks he makes to the team, you see a different kind of Rashford, a different kind of Eriksen in the Brentford game. His whole problem is he doesn't make these slight tweaks for a longer time period so that the team actually plays, that type of football. Brentford game, we didn't do crazy stuff. We didn't go mad because Brentford had their own fair share of chances. But we were at home. We had a little bit of advantage. But certain players, so the main players on the pitch, they played in cohesiveness and they were given instructions that they followed. The fact is, when we come to say the players down tools, Marcel being the number 1 person who says players lost him games, funny enough, those same players executed the task that was given to them against Brentford. But they don't do it in terms of longevity because of the manager's direction of the team. It is absolutely not delusional to expect Manchester United to come 3rd. Look at Martinez, for example, playing left back. He played well. De Ligt is a very sought after centre back. Dalot is a very good right back, left back. Right? You've got Johnny Evans, who's with no disrespect to him, can hold his own. Okay, Casemiro is not a bad player. He had a fantastic game against Brentford. So if you utilize him well, put the right players around him, control the game, he actually looks 10 times better. His passing was sensational in Brentford. And because Bruno and Eriksen, they played to their strengths. Bruno fell in a lot deeper at times, and he didn't go AWOL all over the pitch. Casemiro looked fantastic. He got that freedom to go up a little bit, pass a little bit, had a bit of protection. It was great. Craziest thing is our best midfielder, Minor, wasn't even on the pitch. Yet we controlled the game so well. Right? You've got Rashford, who's a really good impact player, right? He made a really good right-footed cross, got your goal. Little things you do well, marginal gains that help you win the game. So it's not delusional to think Man United can't come third. Absolutely not delusional.
I don't think it's delusional.
I just add something just really quickly as well, really quick. I think the reason why Saeed says third, because Marcel might look at it and say, third, wow, how are we going to go from 8th to 3rd? In this league, we all know there's a top 2. And then really, from 3rd down to 6th, it's about consistency. You can
it's anyone's game when you're genuinely looking at it.
Easy.
You're looking I'm looking at the top 2 this season as City and Liverpool, and then,
there you go.
The rest and then also, like bro, like there's no reason why Chelsea can't beat Arsenal to 3rd place. There's no reason why they can't. The way that Arsenal have started,
there's no reason Villa can't. There's no reason.
Exactly. There's no reason that Villa can't either. So. And you know what I mean? Obviously, I don't think Spurs have the firepower to be in that equation. But bro, our run of games changes everyone's interpretation of what's going on. Like we should be in the mix with those teams that I've mentioned above, but with this manager, we can't be. This is the reality.
Mandem, I'm afraid that Ruud is going to work his magic in his coaching. And obviously, listen, if this is how I'm seeing it, if I'm seeing it as Ruud as the coach and he's taken on the job, i.e., like a manager. And this is his first season. It's going to take time for him to implement his coaching tactics on the ground for the players to do it. We might start to see those implementations start to get us play in games like we did in Brentford. And it might start to change. Eric Ten Hag's doing this, and really my man's just doing what he does for the club in terms of putting in all his all as a coach and someone who obviously has more love for the club than anyone else. And I think if I don't know, this is just hypothetical, but I believe that if Ruud is talking to a man like flipping Bruno and telling him something, he's gonna listen, innit? That's how I just feel like, because of the caliber of the person. If he's saying don't keep on moving out of these like pockets in the game, stay here, boom, 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 we might start to see things develop that ultimately keep this man in the job until the end of the season, because of the level of games we're able to win and pick up, and then get a level of the fan base just getting giddy with Eric Ten Hag.
You got Marcel. Just wanted to answer the question. You know why you thought it was delusional, please. Because for me, then you just we didn't hear from me. You know.
Yo, Saeed, you always put him on the stand, man. Do you know what I mean? But go on.
Yeah.
No, because for me, he called me out while he wasn't in the chat.
Everyone,
like, bro. Why do you think?
I heard someone talk about 3rd place, and I'm thinking that sounded delusional. I don't know who said it,
because you haven't thought about it numerically. Hold on. You haven't thought about it. You haven't thought about it. No, you didn't take your time to sit back and say, actually, let me think before I just come out and say delusional. You didn't.
Be quiet and let me speak, man.
No, because you made a statement. You stick to your statement. You said 3rd is delusional, and you didn't sit there and think first before you typed it. You didn't sit there and think there. If Manchester United gained 7 points more than what they gained last season, they will automatically qualify. They will be in 5th, right? As how the league's maths work, season in, season out. On average, no, Marcel, I'm not going to let you slide because you're going to victimize yourself and say, let me talk. I want to talk. You made a statement that it was delusional, and I am going to prove you wrong why it wasn't delusional. No, I'm sorry, you're not getting away with it. No, he's not getting. He said it is delusional because he in his head. Let me explain this. Marcel looked at the phone screen, heard that someone said Man United 3rd, instantly went on his fingers and said this is delusional. He didn't say, right, where did this brother come from? What is the maths he's doing? If Man United only gain 7 more points compared to last season, we will on average, like the season goes and points, we would end up
question,
fifth.
by the way.
It is
You
not
asked me a
delusional.
question, I think we get to say it.
Okay. Fast. Hold one second.
No, you didn't. There is no question. You made a statement, and your statement was based on you not thinking.
You remember Saeed? You remember Saeed?
Marcel, without digging back.
Ask the question. No, hold on. Let me speak.
No, point holding back on. Forget what's happened. Just please.
Let him answer, man. Let him answer.
No, but it's just ridiculous, Saeed. If I asked the question,
so what is your thought process?
Ty tried to answer it a little bit. I tried to answer it, and then everyone just kept and then everyone else came in. So what are you not talking about? Anyway, when you look at the teams, both City, Arsenal, and Liverpool, they all have better squads than us. I've been saying this for a little while. And then when you look at Chelsea, they have a better squad than us. Ten Hag's already mentioned that top four is going to be difficult anyway. So for me, for anyone to think from where we've come from that third place is achievable this season, it was delusional. It is delusional. It was going to be a process to get into the top four anyway. From that standpoint, we've just finished 8th the season before. I think I heard as well just before that, and I think it might have been Musa, just before the third place thing, 7 points was the difference last season, which is kind of achievable, but that's only for 4th place. So where was we going to make up more points to reach third? It was going to be a very big task, almost delusional, to expect a third place.
What was the gap for third
based on last season?
What was the gap for third, Saeed? If it was 7 to 4th, what was it to third?
What do you mean? Sorry, which season? Sorry.
Last season. What was the
between 7th through 3rd? The gap was only 8 points. So if Man United gained 7 more points on average of the league, they would be 5th. Marcel, the thing is, that what you've just said has rattled me quite a bit, because I spend hours of my time making sure that I prepare myself for your delusional comments, and I come correct with facts, and that is exactly what I have done. Exactly what I have done. On average, for the last 2 seasons, Marcel, you are capable of sacrificing points on 18 to 20 games and still come top 4. Because Villa and the season before, which was Newcastle, if I'm not mistaken, who came top 4, they both had over 15 games where they dropped points. They either drew or lost, right? Single digit loss, double digit draw, or double digit loss, single digit draw. Overall, 18 to 20 games you can sacrifice and still come top 4 numerically. You're the same person that sat here and said, no, actually, I'll tell a lie. Not sat here. You voice noted me or text me on my WhatsApp saying, Faz, numerically we can come top 4. Remember, Marcel?
Oh, I remember that.
You did say so. If you, Marcel, can say 2 weeks ago, only 2 weeks ago, we only played 1 game so far. You text me on WhatsApp saying numerically we can come top 4. So how come numerically we can't come 3rd then? Because the difference between 3rd and 4th ain't gonna be a lot, is it?
Yeah, well, again, you've missed all the explanation that I just gave you based on the squads that are around.
Because you're not giving me logical explanation. You're giving me opinions
the whole time. Shush, shut up. Why is it only that you just shut up and then speak? That's how a conversation happens, bro. You shut up, then me talk. Then I shut up, then you talk. It's simple things, bro. Practice it. So anyway, based on the 3 squads that were there that I've just mentioned, they're all better than us. Arsenal are better.
So what? No, this is what I mean. It is an opinion. That is an opinion of yours.
Yeah, that's not a fact.
It's an opinion.
Yeah, but I'm not okay. But
because how did Villa come 4th, bro? What did they have? What squad did Newcastle have when they came 4th? Yeah, you are giving an opinion.
Yeah, but just stop there. That's 4th, which I've been saying, which Tyrone just mentioned, that I've said that's capable of us finish 4th. So no one's out. So when I mentioned 3rd, there's a completely different premise of why you can't reach 3rd. Use your brain.
Okay, so we cannot reach 3rd.
The problem is with 3rd though. The problem with 3rd is that you're going on like by being 3rd, you're in a title race. Yeah, we're looking at the top 2. No, but let me give an example. No, let me give it a reason though. The top 2.
Don't put words into my mouth.
But I'm just saying the way
no, but just say that it's you that thinks that.
Okay, let me explain because first and second, we see them as in a title race. You finish 2nd.
You see them. That's an opinion.
Yeah, that's how we see it. Yeah, that's how we see it. Okay, let me just land then. Let him land, man. Normally the second team is the one pushing the one in 1st or 2nd to win the league. 3rd is, in my opinion, from what I've seen historically, 3rd is not really in a title race. So we're saying if you're finishing 3rd and you're not in a title race, why can't we be one of those teams that finish third who's not in a title race? What is it that you see about third that's so different to being fourth?
I just said so. The three teams that are in third have better squads than us. They're going to be able to reach. No.
But we just said the squad thing as well. We just said the squad thing is based on your opinion. But what is it about third?
So is this
look, Musa, simple for me. Arsenal.
Marcel, did Newcastle have better squads than the teams below them when they finished fourth? The answer is no. So, you know what I mean? You don't need to do the diplomatic shit. The answer is no.
Look. Simple for me.
That's not even an argument. That's not even an argument. The squad thing is not an argument.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool, they're going to be three teams, I think, that actually are going to be there with 5 games to go towards the end of the season competing for the title right at the moment. That's what I see going on, because I think Rodri for City being a myth. I don't think City are winning games, by the way, because the leadership and they got the way to win games, but they're not showing that consistent level. Arsenal need to improve on what they're doing at the moment, and Liverpool have started well. Can they sustain it? That's the question. The bottom line for me is they're going to be in a title race, which is why I don't think we can finish third. Man United for me are not fit for purpose to be in a title race. I think that's what Marcel should have said, whereas I think fourth, I said Chelsea United for me should be the teams competing.
Was Liverpool in a title race last season?
They weren't in the title race.
But look,
they fell off.
No, but this is what I'm trying to say, though. This is what I'm trying to say. No, but this is what I'm trying to say. If you don't think that Liverpool were in a title race last season and they fell off how they did and finished third, most of the teams that you think are in a freeway, you don't have freeway title races. Most of the teams that you think are in a freeway title race. Okay, when was the last time we had a freeway title race? Then?
Okay, no, but Musa, even all right. Let me break it down.
When was it though?
I think when you have you have to achieve a certain amount of points to get into those 3 positions. There's 3 teams that have better set of players than us that will achieve more points than us.
We already showed you that Newcastle didn't have a. We showed you already Newcastle didn't have a better set of players. They finished fourth.
That's for fourth, bro. That's for fourth, which I think we can achieve with the players that we have, bro.
Marcel, one second. Basically, for me, Musa, if Liverpool were last year in the title race until basically 5 games to go, or whatever, they were in a title race, because with 5 or 4 games to go, they are in the title race. Just because they fell third and finished a little few points off, what is it in the I thought this year's table, last year's table.
This is 2022. This is when Newcastle.
Okay. Because they were in it until the 33rd game, whatever it was. They were in the title race. They just fell short in the dying moments. It was a 3-way title race until the end of the season. When you look at the points, you say, okay,
brother, when Man United finished second,
but what it is,
when Man United finished second twice, with 5 games left to go, mathematically, we still could have won the league. And everyone said we wasn't in a title race. So I just want to understand it.
No, but I feel like what it is, this is where you separate third and fourth. So what happens is, when that team then maybe drop off with 4 or 5 games to go, there's a gap between that third spot and then normally that fourth spot. And I feel like there is a...
Not really. And this is what I'm trying to say, not really. This is what I'm trying to say. Normally, when a team falls off with 5 or 6 games to go, sometimes they fall off so badly that you end up seeing that 4th spot's really a game behind.
Okay.
And sometimes they got to play that fourth, that team in 4th again, who could actually beat them and then go into 3rd. Whenever you see that team that's in 3rd fall off,
I hear that. Do you expect it, based on what you've seen so far this season, which is what we're talking about, and it's opinions. No one's right until we talk about it in May. What me and Marcel are saying is that with Liverpool, Arsenal, and City, do you expect one of them to fall off that much that they're going to be then battling for 4th? Because right now, I expect the team that finishes 3rd can fall off bad enough for someone like Aston Villa to pit them into 3rd. Not United. I don't think United can do anything. No. I think someone like Aston Villa, who might be going for 4th, can finish 3rd in this league. So you think Villa can finish 3rd this season?
Of course I do.
They're as capable of finishing 3rd as Chelsea are, as anyone else is, bro.
And you're saying that's
a move on the convo. I want to move on this convo, yeah. But my overarching point here was, Marcel, is because I thought it's a sad indictment that I can't, as a United fan, after spending 600 million, that United shouldn't be aiming to finish in 3rd. You're calling it delusion. I think that's the biggest overarching point. I'm not even looking at it from, Liverpool. That's what I was saying. I'm not talking about it from now, from last season. No, I'm just saying 3 years in, I can't say, this season we're finishing 3rd. And it might not be even a title race, by the way. I'm just saying, United, let's aim for that 3rd spot after spending 600 million giving him what he wants. He's acclimatized the league. That was my overall point, and that's all I wanted to say. And
yeah,
I move on.
I hear that. And I hear that. And for me, when you look at the squads above us or the teams that are playing better football us from last season and this season, we was never going to do that.
Who's that down to? Thank you very much.
The injuries, and the management.
There is no injuries. There is no injuries.
And that's it. We'll move on. Europa League tomorrow, guys. 2.6K in the building. Please smash the like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Big up K Mill says, Compost and Ashworth rate Ugarte despite his limitations. He would be a good player in a system. Unfortunately, we don't have one. And Eric Ten Hag is stubborn. Xavi is not what Man United needs, says, big up to you. I'm not going to know your name. Big up Killers. Like the video. Marcel getting press rated. Calma. Let's talk about tomorrow. Jose Mourinho. He's back in town. And he said a few comments. I don't know if you might have seen it, if you're on work or not. But he said a few things. He said, I want them to be successful. They're not playing against me in the Premier League tomorrow. I wish the best to everyone there, the coaches, the players, everybody. Only 3 or 4 players are there from my time. He then says, as you know, we won the Europa League. We finished second in the Premier League. I think we still have a chance to win the league if they punish Man City, and then they have to pay me the bonus and give me the medal. He says, I wish the best of Man United since the moment I left. I left with a good feeling to the club, to the fans. I want the best for them. If things are not going amazingly well for them, it's not something that makes me happy. And he says here, the 2 candidates to win the Europa League is easy, Tottenham and Man United. He's ever putting them in there. He talks about Alex Ferguson. Won't go back into all of that. Maybe you think I'm bluffing or playing mind games. It's not. I'm not playing anything. They have better results than they should. They will succeed sooner or later, hopefully sooner, and maybe one day I go back to the Premier League. Interesting comments there, man. Yeah, man. Listen, we're facing Jose Mourinho. I know Marcel loves Jose. You know, that's his guy and that. You know, the ones there. But, bro, if we lose to Jose Mourinho's team, I think that could be that most embarrassing one out of the whole lot, man. Mourinho coming back to haunt us. And there was a few comments in there that I kind of knew what he was saying. You know the ones where he's been a bit sneaky with the comments and that? Because he's trying to say, like, yo, like, them, they're not shit. The results are not showing it right now. But I think for me, bro, Fred...
he's just trying to let man know that the manager's underperforming. That's what he's saying.
Basically, yeah, he's trying to say. Yeah. And the results, you know what I mean, are not there, despite the fact that they've got a good squad. Yeah, he's gaslighting. Yeah, he is. But, yeah, man. I'll start with you first. You're the, you know what I mean, Mourinho. What are you saying? You wanted this fixture. Because you were saying, sack this manager until Mourinho. So are you saying Mourinho's acting?
Yeah. I'm glad Manchester United won against Brentford, and we all got hyped and gassed. Someone spiked my wow hydrate at Old Trafford, had me chanting Ten Hag, Red and White Army and whatnot. I was chanting songs and whatnot, mate. Yeah, Mourinho, especially when it comes to facing his previous teams and teams that he's got vengeance against. You know he's gonna do whatever he can to either draw that, basically not lose that game. He'll be happy with a draw. He'll be happy with a win, but he just doesn't want to lose that game. And not only that, Mourinho is the mastermind when it comes to crowd control. You know, getting into players' heads, rattling the fans and rattling the players and the refs and stuff like that. The dark arts. He's the godfather of dark arts. And he's already got the Turkish fans on smoke as it is. He's doing I'm seeing clips of him doing mad things on the pitch. And Ten Hag is just a mannequin on the sideline, really, for majority of the game. So Jose's gonna absolutely chew him up. And I can't wait. It's a box office fixture, really, whenever it's Jose Mourinho. Tactically, as a general football consumer as well, I want to see how Eric deals with someone like that at that level. You know, and that's all it is. I think I predict, and whatever you want to call it, but Man United are going to lose, man. In Turkey, it's not as easy as people make it sound. It isn't. And the Brentford game is set the exact tone, and we've seen this exact pattern 100 million times over, because we watch Man United. We win, we get hyped, we think it's a U-turn, and then Nuruddin comes out with the song, you know, back to life, back to reality, and that's what it's gonna be tomorrow, man.
Yeah, facts, 100%, man. I just, for me, bro, we cannot lose to Jose. You, man, I think that might be the one that, you know, that's the one that I think maybe the ones that were maybe 10 Hag in could be like, yo, because they were the one that the first one out, Mourinho out, he's dinosaur football. And that same person, the same thread that a lot of the fan base will get him out, could be the one that destroys it, Ugarte. The same Amrabat that was like, we don't need him, could be the one that, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? And our record is not great. Is not great, man. And we lose tomorrow, broski.
So why if our record's not great, and we know they've got actually some good players that on their day can beat us, it's
we haven't won in that tournament.
Say again?
We haven't won in the tournament yet. I don't have us to lose tomorrow. I have a draw.
I have 2-2. Yeah, I have 2-2.
But if we lost, I don't feel like I'm gonna be like overly shocked. Is what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
How do you justify that? Can you? Yeah. How did you come to that conclusion?
Because Saeed just said our poor record in Turkey. In terms of Mourinho and the way he plays and the way he might stifle this game and make it just dirty. That's not the word, dirty. Like if we lost 1-0, it's one of them games you're like, do you know what? You can imagine it happening. I think we can go there and win. I definitely think if you ask me now for my result, we can go there and beat this Fenerbahce team 100%. But we're going to Turkey.
Not playing that well, this year.
They're not doing that great. They're not doing that. They're not going that great. But even if this was, Arsenal going to Fenerbahce in the Champions League and they managed to win 1-0, like I wouldn't even be shocked. And that's not even dissing Arsenal. But I just think the way when you go to Turkey and these type of hostile atmospheres, and when it's a manager like Mourinho. I'm not going to sit here and try and act like it's a shock. I think people are going to act like it's a shock to try and set up Ten Hag.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's a shock.
Can someone explain? Sorry, I've not actually understood this new format. So how many games do we need to win to qualify? Or whatever?
What you just said that's crazy.
It's not about that, Faz. It's about about finishing in. I think top 8. I think top 8 become the top seeds, and then. The one
we can't afford Rance another qualifying in
February. No, but that's what we're gonna have that because I know we can't finish in the top 8 based on how we started, but I just can't see it. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but I think
our next games aren't that
as long
hard.
as we don't lose though, Rance. If we draw, we got to play 8 games. We've drawn our first 2, right?
We've got power, whatever, Rangers, Bucharest.
The problem is we're gonna need to win.
If we draw again. Then what? That means man need 5 wins, bro.
Mandem are reading off. You don't make me laugh though, yeah. That makes me laugh. Mandem are reading off names about Bucharest and that, bruv, we just drew with 20, blood. Are you mad? There's no names. It's not a names thing. It's not an
at home as well, by the way. At home,
rubbish. This is rubbish.
Like, but Rangers,
because we need.
The history between United and Rangers, man. They'll come to Old Trafford. Atmosphere.
We need at least 4 wins to get us on 12 points.
Sorry,
and then if we need 4 wins at least to get us on 12, and then
we better be finishing in the top 8.
Yeah, we don't know if we're going to get those. I don't know if we're going to get
extra games to get yourself qualified, and we can't still do that.
That's long.
Nobody's got maximum points here. I think you've got 3 games, 7 points, so nobody's really got 3 out of 3.
We're the
how many
favourites to win
games?
this competition.
How many games in the group?
They only play 7 games or 8.
4 home, 4 away. So
4 home, 4 away.
And we played 2. I think we'll win. I think we'll beat Fenerbahce, if I'm honest with you guys. And that will give us a good bet. We've just played Brentford and we played well. We created a lot of chances. The style of football's changed as well. He's gone to a 4-2-3-1. It's been a bit more conservative in the way that he plays. So I'm hoping that
I love that about Marcel. He always sees all these tactical changes.
Bruno suspended as well. Bruno suspended.
Yeah. So he has to pick the right 11. He has to pick the right 11. But I believe that we win, just like I believe that we beat Brentford, and we did.
So what is it going to be? Ugarte, Casemiro, Eriksen in the 10?
Yeah,
has to be.
Yeah.
But Colby's going to bring Colby back now.
No.
He's out for 4 weeks.
Already.
He's out for 4 weeks.
He needs as much time away from his team.
Anytime he comes back, bro, he'll have a new manager, hopefully.
He's missing 5 more games at least. 5 more games he's missing.
That's a long time.
So it's after the next international break, then, isn't it? Because there's one in November, right?
Basically,
yeah.
Okay,
100%. But I think that Europe record is horrendous, man. It's genuinely embarrassing, Mandem. And that your 1 win in 10 is horrendous. Man.
Europa League is vibes right now. I'm just hoping, see what go on. I'm not even really interested again, to be honest, because we were favourites to win it. Get it right at the start of the season. Man United.
Mourinho has his favourites with Tottenham.
Yeah, we were favourites though. And that was it going 100%. Into it. But look at us now, boy. I'm just there to.
But this is what I keep saying, though. It's like we should be where we should be, but something's holding us back, and that's what I'm saying. What's the who's the elephant in the room? And people don't want to. People want to believe it's this and this when truly
we're making up person. When the season started, everybody that was Eric Ten Hag out was told to shut up. That Eric Ten Hag's got his boys back. He's got his players back. The club has backed him to new signings. Our man's going to deliver. So on that basis, we said, okay, we're going to become Eric Ten Hag in. Let's go for third. No, not third though. Not third. It's too much.
That's what I'm saying.
Not third. Not fourth, maybe fifth. Brother, so what is it that you want us to be part of? What is it that you want us to support? 3 years into a job, 600 million spent, and we can't aim for third.
So it's like going back. It's like saying, "Yo, come Mandem, we got to back this
side." This side. You're rolling in a Merc, and man's telling you, but we might not make it to Birmingham still. I'm not too sure. I don't think the Merc can go that far. You're like, what are we doing? Are we staying on ends, or are we driving to Birmingham to the link up? I said, I'm not too sure though. I think we can try.
I'm not too sure.
Brother, is it going or is it not going?
The car was never a Merc. That's the delusion.
So Man United is not a Merc.
You see?
It was never a Merc. It was never a Merc. And we saw that, and we've seen that through the last couple of seasons.
Tell me,
what car are we?
Definitely not a Merc, though. That's what I'm saying.
We're Citroen, bruv. No wonder Chevrolet took the freaking. No wonder Chevrolet pulled the. We're Citroen, bruv. Citroen.
Bro, we spent 600 million, man. It's got to be some
600 million, and we're not a Merc.
Right? Yeah. Even Yaris is more reliable, bruv. Even a Yaris is more reliable.
We might not be a C class, but we're not an A class Merc. At least an A class.
We're not a Mercedes, man. Respect Aston Villa, man.
Hey, Musa, you know what we are. You know them man.
The volume, Marcel. I mean,
they get the Vauxhall and they change the badge and they put like rims on it and they put the tints on it. And they put the big spoiler on it. That's us right now. And the engine is fucked.
That's it, man. A souped up Vauxhall and them thing. It's a mad thing, bro. Man lowered the whip and smoked the light.
Let me tell you this as well, Musa. In the last five seasons, the average points for you to come top 4, third is 73 plus. The difference between fourth and third, on average, in the last 5 seasons, is 4.8 points. Only last season was a mad anomaly where it was 14-point gap. But if you look at all of the last other 5 seasons combined, the average is not a lot at all. It's 4.8 points. Yeah, 73 points on the board plus. You can do it.
So
and with 18 games where you drop points.
So you said 14 points was the gap between third and fourth last season, right? Yeah.
Yeah, last season was an anomaly.
Yeah, and all I'm gonna say is that was Arsenal, Liverpool, and City, the same 3 teams that me and Marcel were clearly talking about for this season. Point proven. Move on, side.
But that was one of our worst seasons. That was one of our worst seasons.
The gap of consistency is the gap. The 3 teams.
So you're telling me then? So what you're saying is, what you believe is that we can't hit 75 points with Eric Ten Hag.
I'm not doing all this point thing. I'm just going to come black and white. I don't think Manchester United this season can finish third. It's simple as that.
So what were you backing? So what was the Eric Ten Hag in? What was you backing?
Because I think whatever manager we have is finishing fourth at best, Musa.
What are you backing? What are you backing?
Well done, Musa. Musa, well done.
Nobody said we can finish third this season. It was about my man said it was unrealistic to aim for third at the start of the season when we said that's where we should be.
Okay, but what is that? What
we've already lost at home 3-0 to Liverpool, blood, and Spurs is done. We can't finish third.
I don't think we were going to finish. I don't think we could finish. I don't think we'd finish third. This season.
Never thought we thought.
What do you believe? That's the actual mad thing. What do you believe?
But you know what? Yeah, but listen. Do you know what it is? Yeah. Do you know what it is?
Being realistic.
But why you?
No.
No, I get it.
Okay, then you man can dream, but I'll just sit here being realistic, and I don't think that.
So why are you backing that manager then?
So where are we finishing with Ten Hag this season? Where are we finishing, Ty? Are we finishing one place higher in 7th?
Whatever manager we have, I don't think.
Are we finishing 7th then? That's realistic.
Well, I want to be finishing 4th, but I think Chelsea at the moment are looking like that.
Are we
team
finishing
that are gonna-
7th?
Yeah, but Chelsea weren't in the listen. But no, hold on.
No, start of
Chelsea
the
was,
season, I said Chelsea and United
hold on.
for 4th.
Chelsea weren't in
Right,
the
but what I
equation,
don't
yeah?
get is this.
Okay.
Why you think a manager in his 3rd season, because you're saying no manager. So why do you think that a manager in their 3rd season with the 600 million spent, it's not realistic for them to finish 3rd? Why?
Well, obviously our football.
So you think if we bring in a new Man United manager, give him 3 years, 600 million in his 3rd season, it's not realistic to finish 3rd?
No, I do agree with that. Yes, I agree.
That's
with that.
the premise we're on. That's the premise we're on.
I agree with that. We give another
You
manager,
agree with it, but you don't like it now.
No. We give a manager now. A new manager comes in and we give him 3 seasons, 600 million. Yeah, my natural expectation was like, yeah, we could definitely be competing for 3rd. So I agree with that. But what I'm saying is the context of where we are right now and just saying, okay, yeah, hypothetically or whatever it is, realistically, right now with the squad we've got, yes, 600 million spent. I don't think we're good enough to finish.
That's why we say Eric Ten Hag out. Then that's why we say you shouldn't back him.
Yeah,
that's why you shouldn't back him, because we're saying if we give a manager, we're saying now if we give a manager now 3 years, 600 million in his 3rd season, if he's not trying to finish 3rd, we want him out. I don't care who he is.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I think he's had a good 1st season.
Wait, it's fair enough.
I know, but you know what's mad?
Give him this 1st season. If we get 4th, and then we're seeing progression in football, I feel like okay, it's going somewhere. But this season is decided for me.
I'll be real.
Too late for some. Too late for some.
Ten Hag had an acceptable 1st season. It wasn't a good 1st season.
It was a good 1st season.
No, it wasn't. Hindsight shows you, yeah, that bro, we're still yet to score more than 70 goals. Do you know what I'm saying? His first season was an acceptable 1st season because we got top 4 and he delivered a League Cup trophy. And we don't rate League Cups. We don't. So let's not pretend it was acceptable. 58. Oh shit! Not even 60 goals. Sorry.
No, not even
58, bro.
Why did I say 70? All right, cool. Not even 60 goals. So the 1st season was 58 goals and a League Cup, bro. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? And then the 2nd season was what?
58 goals again.
57 goals.
57 goals and an FA Cup, bro. The 1st season was only acceptable because we gave him the benefit of the doubt in the 1st season. Then we thought he's going to kick on. But now we've looked at the 2nd season.
Winning a trophy.
Hold on. Wait, bro. The 1st season was acceptable. The reason why the 1st season was acceptable because it was like
It wasn't.
No, but I'm saying it was acceptable at the time because we were thinking, all right, 2nd season he's going to kick on from this. He's got us top 4. He's won us a trophy. We're going to see a style of play now because in the 1st season it wasn't his players. We gave him all of that, and then in the 2nd season he regressed. So because of that, the 1st season now becomes underwhelming, bro. Do you know what I mean? With the new evidence that we now have.
Well, yeah, but you've missed out the context for the 2nd season. Why it was so poor.
Marcel, I haven't missed anything. I promise you.
What you have, bro? You haven't mentioned anything against.
I haven't missed anything, bro. Apart from what the money that he spent, and he went backwards, and then he's done the same thing this season. Spent more money, gone backwards again.
No, Rance, you've missed the
Can I just say as well, Rance? Sorry, Rance. Can I just say as well to back up your? Sorry, Marcel. I'll let you go. I'll let you go, Marcel. I'm just going to back up what Rand said just to prove a point as well. To score 60 goals in a season, you need to score 1.5 goals per game. As of right now, this season, based on the goals we have scored so far in 8 games, 30 games left, for us to score 53 more goals, because we've scored 7 goals so far, we will need to score 1.7 goals per game, which is even more than average. So
we're on course,
and he ain't gonna. And it's 8 games played.
Every other season, basically, is what
he's regressing. Yeah, regressing.
Yeah.
And the players that would say, "Oh, they were injured last season. He didn't have his players," but they're the players that he's chosen to play now ahead of his new players that he's bought in Maguire and Evans and all them type of man. That's what he had available last season, and it was so bad last season to have them available. Well, now this season he's chosen to play them when the players that he's bought are not up to par to what he wants to deliver on the pitch. So how bad were those players that he had last season that he was saying, "Oh, they're not good enough, my players are missing"? But when it's got peak for you this season, that's who you've drawn on. So how bad are they? At the end of the day, these are professional players that play for Man United that are on the same coaching and training field that you're on with all the other players. If someone's injured, play someone else.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah. What do you think's more like we need more this season to win the Europa League or to have a respectable position in the league?
Respectable league, bro.
No, I think we need to win the Europa League just for our Champions League ambition.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's our only realistic way of getting back in. No, but we're not going to get it under this manager, and we're not going to win the Europa League under this manager. But I'm saying, like, if we did get a new manager in, say, in November, I would still be expecting them to be able to lift the Europa League for us. Whereas the top 14, for me, it's off the table already.
Mad. It's peak for us.
Like, we can salvage the season with a Europa League win. We can salvage it. I wouldn't say it's a good season, but it's salvageable.
But with so many teams, so many points to play,
I don't think there's been a team that's played well in the Europa League and got top 4. Is there a team that's done both?
The target's still the same right now. It's like when we should have sacked him was during this international break. It hasn't happened, so the target's still the same right now. Which we said at the beginning, which we said during the summer, top 4th position and Europa League. I'm still expecting that from this manager. He can still turn that around. He can still turn it around. Yes, we're on course. Faz is saying that it's 1.7 goals that you have to achieve right now, which is more than what we've ever done on average. But let's see what we can do. And I still think that to be climbed for that top 4 position. It's going to be a challenge. Ten Hag said at the beginning of the season that we're not ready, and that top 4 is going to be a challenge anyway.
Oh, Chelsea did it under Sarri. 18-19. Oh, but Sarri was a better manager, better manager than this Ten Hag. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Boy, okay. General, okay. Say no more.
I still think, to be honest, I think we can still finish top 4 even if we sack him in January. I don't know.
100%.
Yeah, I think if a manager comes on and gets a bounce, because you see me, like I see all these other teams like Spurs and Chelsea and Villa, but I do know they're gonna have a patch where they're not winning games, and it's for us to be able to pounce on that. Yes,
that's the problem also, though. You have to do well and expect the other team to then drop points,
and it's gonna happen. But the problem is, I think other teams will drop points and they will have that period. But the problem is, I don't think Erik ten Hag is the manager to take advantage of that. I think a new interim and a new manager that comes in with a bounce,
a little Glasner bounce in it, because it's like, you know what it is,
Glasner's dying
with the Premier League. Every team's always one little run away from just eating up loads of points, because
Sharon.
Teams always beat each other. That's the one thing about the Premier League. Every team's always take points off each other.
And you know when this happens as well, see this December period, and when the games come quick and fast, that's when you can just all of a sudden get in. Yeah, but that's peak for us. Now I haven't seen December again. Don't show me.
No, but December is Arsenal away, Liverpool away in January.
Oh my Lord!
And Man City and Newcastle at home and Wolves away. I think it is.
What? The New Year? That's how they done, man. Like that.
Disgusting.
January the 4th.
Yeah, I'm hiding.
What? No, say that again.
So we have Arsenal 4th of December. I think Man City on the 14th of December, I believe. And then I think then we play Newcastle on Boxing Day or something like that. And then we play Wolves and then we play Liverpool just after New Year. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was telling you to chill with you know what I mean? The situation. Let's chill.
He's playing counter-attack all that month. He's just going to play ultra defensive all that month.
Like that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. When do you prioritize?
When you say no problem,
it's still possible. That's not out of the realm of possibility. Just playing counter-attack all that month.
Horrible. This is horrible.
Trying to go on the transition.
Listen, you know, there's nowhere to look. Even when we get slapped by teams like City, Liverpool, there's nowhere to look. Erik ten Hag comes in that press conference and he's like, "Bro, there's nowhere to look."
Bro, and the thing is, he don't even know how to lose modestly. You know them ones. Like, man gets slapped by these men, you know. Like, you know when man can't just do a little 1-0 thing. Nah, man, we get our head top slapped off. We've already held 3-0 twice back to back at home.
Even when it's 1-0 runs, it feels like even when it's 1-0, it feels like 10-0 at times, man. It's just like, you know, when you go in the playground and it's you just join the school and you're playing against year 11s, and Mandem are just making you run after the ball, man.
Oh, that's just mad
that's
for us.
You know what it's for me though, yeah. You know what it's for me, yeah. I feel like the level now is getting tougher because Brighton, bro. Listen, you might think they're whatever, yeah, but they're now beating them teams that you thought they would drop points in. And they went to Newcastle away and beat them, man. They went to Tottenham. They beat them at home. Like, then you've got the likes of even I was looking at Forest the other day.
They got a result at Arsenal, bro.
They got a result at Arsenal. Even when I look at Forest's level now, like they're 2 centre backs and their back line, it's like, yo, that man got
second best defensive 6 goals.
Who's it? Murillo and that man. Yeah.
Murillo and they signed up Milenkovic from Fiorentina.
Milenkovic. Bro, the man got like.
Did you watch the man watch the game the other night?
Yo, he brought up Aaron's comment with the fixture.
Sells was moving a mad in goal.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah. Traps is sitting pretty right now, isn't it?
That's nasty, bro.
It's nasty, man.
Yeah. Marcel, we might not be celebrating much over that period, you know.
Nah, it's counter-attack. It's still possible to.
Traps' Emery thing's looking. Look at his.
No, but it's not. It's not peak for you. It's peak for everyone.
The Emery thing, innit? It's coming through. Emery would
Are these at home?
Ty will say. Ty will say.
3-0 at home to Liverpool. It don't matter where it is.
Listen, I can hear Musa. I can hear Ty just say, "Oh, I don't think we're gonna win these games, but if we win, it won't surprise me."
And the madness is this. Ty's sick. But the madness is, you lot have said that 3 of these teams are in a title race. So 3 of these teams are looking at Man United as 3 points. That has to be collected.
They're looking at man like food, bro.
Light work.
So this is early dinners.
Bro, like Wolves, listen, they've been shit, but I think a Wolves that would play us, we would lose to them. Be honest.
Winter floodlight games, Cunha and them, man. I know what you mean. We should be beating them. We should be beating them.
Like, the gap is small.
I bet it's 8 o'clock at night when everyone's watching.
No, it's 5:30.
See what I mean? I knew they do.
Yeah, the 8 o'clock one. Newcastle 8 o'clock.
They do this, Musa. Everyone's watching under the lights and that. They got their families in the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say another thing as well? Have you noticed? Obviously, I'm sure you have actually. That players who are either older or younger love to make a name when they play against Man United in games like Fenerbahce versus United. Right? It's like once in a lifetime chance for them to make a big name. You saw that guy Omoridion. He absolutely tore us a new one, man. He's
against us, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you say, Rance? I couldn't hear you.
He went Super Saiyan. Man turned into
and now you look at Fenerbahce, right? You got players like really, really established, experienced players. You know, Dzeko, Tadic, Saint Maximin, and Nesri. These are good players. And then I hope that they don't play with vengeance against us. Do you know what I'm saying? I really hope. But Mourinho's the exact type of guy that is gonna inject some venom into them.
He's gonna want to.
Yeah, he's gonna say if they play, where they play, how they play. You know, prove it to them that it was their loss and whatever, and you know, go crazy. And that's just like 4, 5, 6 players on their team that you know, even by the way, sorry lads, even goalkeepers when they play against Man United, the goalkeepers they go crazy. They make mad saves.
Yeah, they got Philip. Well, yeah,
Hold on. Saint Maximum, Dzeko, bruv, what? Since when?
Runs. You know what it is?
Tadic as well, blood. Hey, blood, we might.
You know what it is?
Nah.
7 out of the 8 players.
That team looks scary.
Ty, one sec. I think it's 7 or 8 of the players in that squad have beat United in previous teams already. And Kaneki was talking to me about it yesterday, and Flawless is saying that they play a very aggressive like midfield attack in it. So they're going to be all over.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Man like Dzeko really talking mad smack about, man.
Man's
like they're probably talking mad smack about when he came up, when he rolled up on Old Trafford and they gave us 6 that time. Yeah. That's what probably Dzeko and them man are doing. Them man don't fear us. No one's scared of us. Like, I don't think you don't understand. There's not one team in the world that is scared of Man United. Not one. Not one. I promise you.
I said no Barnsley, nothing. My local team.
My local team down the road. Yeah, we'll happily go to Old Trafford and try and give these men smoke. I swear down.
Bro, Sam Maxim, he went to Saudi. Did he not do well at Saudi?
Yeah, he went to Saudi.
He didn't like it over there.
He was in and out the side and that, and then obviously he's gone to Fenerbahce. He's a problem. I really rate Sam.
That Sam Maximus is a problem for anyone on his day.
Yeah,
when Man United turn up, it's like
in the cup final in the Carabao Cup, he gave Dallo a lot of problems.
Yeah,
he's a problem.
Yeah.
He gave a lot of Prem teams problem. I remember that game when he ripped up City.
Even there's supposed to be,
on his day, he's a nightmare, bro.
Yeah, he's a nightmare. There's supposed to be a left back as well. That's all right. Like he's a bit like Van Aanholt used to be in that, innit? It's supposed to be.
Nah, you're the left back. He's gone to Brighton. That's Kadioglu.
No, there's another one there who's like Patrick Van Aanholt.
Yeah, he's from Eredivisie. No, that lad is from Eredivisie. Is he? Yeah, Jaden. He used to play for FC.
And the two strikers are tall as well.
I think he's injured. That Jaden's injured. I heard Mourinho talking about him. He's meant to be injured as well.
But even Nesri, man, boy, he bullied us with Sevilla.
Yeah, he's got a knee injury.
Let's see. Remember that side? I'm gonna have to make a move, bro.
Yeah, love, man.
Yeah, Mandem, big up every time. Like the big up. Big up.
Saeed, do you remember that? He bullied us still with Sevilla. Do you remember that game?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the one where he bullied us. That's what I'm trying to say. So I think for me, and even Amrabat, I know chaps, you've been laughing at him and that, but bro, Amrabat in that midfield, but he got a point to prove.
That was your boy, blood.
Yeah, no, but it was. I backed him at the start. Then I realized he ain't all that, but still.
Yeah, tactically as well, man. Them. We're forgetting. Go on.
Do you know what? To top it off as well, yeah. You backed him, yeah. And you know what? He's probably gonna have the game of his flipping life, bro.
I know.
Yeah? Just because, yeah. And you know what? You flipping deserve it. You flipping deserve it, mate.
But you know, tactically, Jose, when he doesn't want to lose a game, he doesn't lose it. Come, you guys, you know this is Jose.
But tactically, but you know what's mad? Man, are showing mad respect for this man now, but. He was washed, remember?
But tactically, when it's a one-off game and Jose don't want to lose, he's not losing.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that he's not having tomorrow. He's not trying to lose tomorrow's game.
Do Marcel, do you think it'll be the same team as what Brentford? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I think it's gonna be a similar team. Only Ugarte is gonna come in to replace Bruno. I think it might be a similar team. Mazarawi in, maybe at right back. And then because Evans wasn't picture training as well. So I don't know if the back line maybe think he comes back into centre back with Dillit.
I would like to see Ahmad play. Maybe rest Rashi for
I think Ahmad might start.
So I'd like to see Ahmad, Garnacho, Højlund. You know, Højlund just come back from injury, but he's looking sharp. He still kind of looks a bit sharp. So, and then obviously no Bruno, so you're gonna maybe put Eriksen in the 10 potentially, and then like you say, Ugarte, Cass. And then the back four almost picks itself, I guess. It would be nice to see Euro at some stage, but I think it's too early. I think Euro takes us to another level in terms of the defensive line, but it's relatively going to be the same team. You know, you may be taking Bruno out and hopefully Ahmad's playing. But
I can see him dropping one of the front three, whether it's Garnacho or Rashford. I can see him resting one of them.
Yeah, so and I think overall our team is better than Fenerbahce's. You know, just in terms of overall quality. Yeah. So I would like to see that, you know, he tries to, because like you say, Mourinho's not going to want to lose the game. So I think he's going to go, you know, counter attack or all players defending. If we can keep the ball, the only problem is if we keep the ball too long, we end up losing the ball and then we get break on the counter attack. It kind of plays into Mourinho's hands. But let's see if we can start early like we did against Porto and then Ten Hag learn to shut up shop like Mourinho does. I'm expecting a win. It's that simple for me.
Yeah, them Maximus man love a counter attack, man. They'll catch you slipping. It's peak for you. They're on straight 100 meters, one-on-one.
They've got to sit back absorb and break. They've got a very good.
They've got that.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think for me, it's one of them where with the manager, bro, he don't know. The biggest thing for me in Europe is the way he's managed the game. You know, like the way he's kind of like, cool, we've been 2-0 up and we effed it up, but still. The cohesion of the team it changes and he never gets a grip and he just stands there like looking very, very like, you know, what do I do here, guys? And you see Van Nistelrooy a bit more, you know, like he wants it. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, I think that's the biggest thing for me is like when you do have these situations that arise here, how do you then manage it? Because that's what you got to do in Europe, you know, like you might be 2-0 down, but bang, come on. Like Real Madrid, let's get it together, bang.
Yeah, and that's a temperament thing, but the temperament starts at the manager. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if you look at Carlo, he can be 3-0 down. His whole demeanor doesn't even change. He doesn't look. I mean, if you watch, bro, it's a real thing. If you watch Liverpool, under Klopp, you look at Arteta, his body language. When Arsenal are losing, Arteta's body language is shocking, bro. He looks like he's shitting himself. Like legit, and these things do matter, bro. I'm telling you, because that demeanor, that confidence, That it comes from the dugout. It comes from everything that you do every day at training. How you speak to the players, the expectations, the standards of everything, bro. Like that's where it comes from. And off the pitch, look at Man United, bro. I'm seeing Ruud van Nistelrooy look more offended that we're losing than the manager.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Bro, we're losing. The manager's biting his nails, and he looks like he just wants to go chill in the dressing room and watch it on the TV, bro. That's how he looks, legit.
You know what, Rance? It's facts as well. Do you know why? Because even when Carlo's on the pitch, it's almost like he doesn't have to say anything, but you look over at the dugout and you'd be like, right, we need to sort this out.
That's it, bro. Carlo just looks at the bench and man starts taking off their tracksuit tops. They know what time it is. You don't need to say that. You don't need to say that. He just looks over and man know, all right, cool, the switch up.
That's why I feel like body language is such a big thing, because when you look at when Ten Hag talks to players, a lot of the time they've got their head like this. They're not really trying to engage in the conversation. They're just like, yeah, with my man chat. They're not really do you know what I'm saying, motivated or engaged, in my opinion. So
no, 100%. I think the culture, we need a big cultural shake-up at the club, innit? And I think that comes with the new manager, innit? But INEOS can't afford to get the new manager appointment wrong. One thing's for sure is Ten Hag doesn't turn this around, bro. I think he's had not even long enough. I think he's had more than long enough.
Oh, way loads of time, yeah.
More than.
I don't think he's going. I don't think he's going before the season ends, though. I think he might get sacked end of the season. And
you don't believe the Xavi hype. You don't believe the Xavi hype
about that as well. You know, so
Xavi looks like a decent manager, because it's going to be back to what I was asking for around Christmas last year. The Zerbi, you know, is extremely positional football, so it will help us. It will teach us how, because we're finally trying to transition into possession-based football. Ten Hag's kind of not been brilliant at it, but you know, Xavi was more of that De Zerbi ilk, which I was asking for ages ago. So
can I ask you a question then, Marcel, based on that? Can I ask you a question then? Because you said, remember when the fixtures came up, those crazy run of fixtures, and you said, you know, we could get results out of them if we played counter-attacking football, right?
Yeah.
Eric is known for his possession-based football as well. We know that. So why would you expect Man United to get results out with with counter-attacking football instead of possession-based?
It's Ten Hag. It's Ten Hag. So you know he's been successful with that in the first season, and in the second season when he had no players and there was a lot of injuries, that's what he kind of fell back on a little bit, more of a counter-attacking style. Then I think in terms of being adaptable, when you're playing against superior teams, all of those teams, or at least 3 of them, were better than us. You got to understand that you're not going to be able to play your gun-ho football or your ultra-attacking football when you don't have the squad that's of the same ilk of those teams. So you're going to have to maybe be the B side, or the team that's protecting your goal more and asking the opposition to risk the space in behind them. So it's going to have to be counter-attacking football. I mean, our team's not in the same process as those 3 teams. That's also why I think they're going to finish first, second, and third above us, because those 3 teams have a style of football that they're well used to. Our style of football has just come in basically this.
Based on that, sorry, Musa, based on that, then, how do Brighton manage to not play the counter-attacking football against the top half of the table, yet
with lesser players also?
Managers and still, sorry, go on.
With lesser players as well, to your point.
Right, yeah. So took the words out of my thing. Yeah, with less players who are hidden gems and whatever, manager changes as well, not one few, and still maintain a certain level of possession-based football.
Football structure. The football structure is there, and that culture of having those players in and around the club's been there for years.
Precisely.
So they're way ahead of us in that style, in that kind of vision of playing this type of football. They've been purchasing players. Players have been playing at their club for many years under that style.
Precisely, Marcel. So what you're saying is it's not that we can't play that attacking football. It's because we haven't built a structure to consistently execute a way of playing. Yeah, we have to change because we don't have an identity anyway.
Yeah, we haven't got to that stage yet. I would believe anyway, so that the longer that this manager stays, we would have an identity to play against the bigger teams. But it just, as the time goes on, it's looking like it's less and less likely. But
yeah, I've never seen a manager that takes more than 1 season to implement his style. I've never seen it.
Yeah,
it's unheard of. Like
not even that, Musa. Literally, you see it within 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, but 1 season, and then you still think that he's going to deliver something. It's nuts, because the team, if we were lining up on the weekend against Casemiro, Ugarte, and Eriksen, we'll be all talking as a fan base. Oh, that midfield is sick. We're going to be under pressure. It's Casemiro.
Bro, 100%. It's all about perspective. perspective will change. You know,
All
certain
of a
man just don't
sudden,
even rate us like that. Sad, man. Like I'm seeing teams like, bro, like that are nowhere near should be chatting to us, don't rate us. And I'm like, come on, bro. Like that comes down to perspective of that your manager's just shit. And that's what it comes down.
Bro, man are talking about us the way I used to talk about Spurs, blood. That's how they're talking about us, bro. The way I used to talk about Tottenham growing up, bro. I used to say, man, bruv, you can be 3-0 up, we're gonna win the game. Like, man are talking about Man United like they're baby food, bro.
Yeah.
Baby food.
I told you, no one don't rate us, blood. There's not one team in the land that rate us. And you know why? Because bruv, they've had the blueprint, for so long of how this manager operates, how he plays, what he does. It's like it's just the same shit over and over. And people say, like Marcel say, oh, he's changed this, he's changed that. He ain't changed shit, blood. He ain't changed shit. Because you know what, he for the drastic results that he's seen in this time, he should have made some drastic changes.
Yeah.
And he hasn't.
Yeah. How can you see the same? I was gonna say, even like McKenna will be like, do you know what I mean? Looking at United, thinking I can go pinch points there.
Like United,
we've got him soon. You know what I mean? He ain't got his first 3 points. So
yeah. Saeed, what are you saying about tomorrow? What are you thinking? You think Mourinho will come and do a job, or do you think we can do something?
No, I think 2-2 tomorrow.
I think a draw, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 2-2. I think that'll be probably what we're probably gonna get, to be honest with you. And that's 3 points out of 3.
Oh yeah, 3 points out of 9.
Tomorrow home game.
And then the next home game is some next team power.
Tomorrow home game, yeah.
No, away from home, bro. In the oven, bro.
We're not winning.
In Turkey, we're getting put in the oven, bro.
Yeah, we're not winning. Them
Mandem, you know it's good. I've got a feeling we're going to do that horrible Europa League extra round and all that. I think that's
100%. I think it is. It's probably going to be but I'm with Rance, man. For the next manager to come in and just in general United, we need Champions League football, and if that means just slugging it for the Europa League, you have to do it, bro. At the end of the day,
we're not serious. We don't even. We put too much emphasis on some of these cups. What cup was it that Liverpool played their youngsters against Chelsea last year? Was it?
They beat them as well.
They beat them.
It was the. I think it was the League Cup. Or no, the FA Cup, maybe.
I think that's what I'm saying, and I'm saying like these managers like Klopp and that will just give a run out to their youngsters so that the fan base know what it is. We're going in here with young players. We're going to try to give them a level of development in these away games, but we still think they're good enough to win with a couple senior players. But we go in there with our best 11.
We go Newport County, full 11.
And we're still under pressure.
We pulled up to Wales, with Casemiro and Varane on that potato patch. Brother, have some shame, blood. Have some shame, blood. I've seen, that Maresca has left, Caicedo. They've left them at home, blood. They haven't even brought them for insurance, The man left them at home, said, stay at home.
I would have played full 11. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Let's read the super chat before I wrap up. TTM says, My United is at 04. Daihatsu under Ten Hag. Big up to you, man. How much is Ten Hag paying these glitch NPCs? Perhaps Brighton does not have lesser players. Interesting. Listen, people, we're going to wrap up here. Let's try and get 1.5k likes. I don't know how many likes we're on right now, but we need 1.5k likes, people. We're on 1.1k, man. Let's get up to 1.5k. Big up everyone here. It's been a lit show. Make sure you follow up everyone's channels. Rants and Bants. Make sure you follow him. Make sure you follow Leon's Reality, Unleash Sports on YouTube as well. Make sure you check him out. Musa, Resold CIC, the charity work he's doing as well. Planet Vaz. Make sure you follow Planet Vaz on YouTube. Get his numbers up. You are Marcel. Check out him, even though he's not putting any content out. It's mad. He backs a manager, but he won't put content out. It's crazy. But anyway, make sure you follow him. And then make sure you follow Traps as well. Just anywhere where you see Traps on YouTube. So check him out, people. Listen, big game later on, man. Hansi Flick, my manager. Hopefully he destroys company. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, check out that. I'm sure Rance is doing a watch along. I'm doing a watch along as well.
Bro, but I can't lie, bro. Like, company's my manager, bro. So
I like company still.
I'm not really trying to see him get cooked, bro, because he's doing.
I am. Hansi Flick.
Nah. Company's my guy still.
Listen, one company, man. Hansi Flick. That's the manager we should have got, man. That's why I'm gutted, man. So I'm like, yo, he's cooking. Lewandowski's on form. Bro, we get to see real football tonight, man. None of this 10 haram, man. You get me? But listen, people, we're out. See you later. Take care. Peace.